As you guys can see, I am playing real Pokemon Sword on my mobile device with more than 120 FPS. Let's get started. Hey, what's up guys, it's Bifrost here. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to play Pokemon Sword in 2026 with the best settings, full setup, gameplay and tips to improve performance even on low-end Android devices. To get started, Pokemon Sword is one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games ever released, and there are many new Nintendo Switch emulators such as Eden as well as Citron, which make sure that you can play Pokemon Sword on your mobile devices without any lagging issues or graphical issues, with best FPS even on low-end devices. To get started, for today's video, we'll be using the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator for Android, which is a completely open source Nintendo Switch emulator available on GitHub, and as of filming this video, its latest version is 0.1.1, which was released 2 weeks ago, and it adds major performance improvements, compatibility and brand new UI inside this Nintendo Switch emulator. So to play Nintendo Switch games like Pokemon Sword on our mobile devices, we need a Nintendo Switch emulator, which is going to be the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator. So what you'll need to do is scroll down on the official GitHub of Eden emulator. Once again, completely open source project. After you scroll down, you'll find the Android place where you can get the Android standard build, which is required for emulating Pokemon Sword. Go with the Android standard build. Make sure to add it on your Android device first. As you can see, I have already added it. Now I'll clear data of my Eden emulator because I want to show you guys the full setup along with the best settings. So let's open Eden emulator for the first time. Now tap on the next button and you'll need to set up emulator data. So you'll need to import your Nintendo Switch game keys, firmware, as well as select the folder where you have dumped your own copy of Pokemon Sword game. So you need to have these three for being able to play Pokemon Sword on your mobile device. So make sure to import your keys. Afterwards, now we'll import our Nintendo Switch firmware, and unfortunately I can't really talk much about these items, these files, because it's not really allowed on YouTube. You'll need to do your own research on how to dump these on your Android device from the Switch that you legally own. Afterwards, select the folder where you have stored your Pokemon Sword game, and that's about it. The first part of setting up this emulator is completed. Now if we tap on get started, you guys can see the Eden emulator UI along with the games that I have right here. I'll also be making a dedicated video pretty soon on how to play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom inside Eden emulator soon, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification. With that being said, let's go to settings. Afterwards, go to GPU driver manager, and here you'll need to import your custom graphics driver. This is the most important step, but if you have, let's say, a Mali GPU Android device, so MediaTek processor or Exynos processor, you can go with the default system GPU driver. Pokemon Sword will still work for you. I'll talk about the minimum requirements in just a bit. So first of all, tap on the fetch button and go with the Kimchi Turnip graphics driver. Go with the latest 26.0.0 revision 8 for Snapdragon devices. Once that's done, tap on OK, and that's about it. Now to play Pokemon Sword on your mobile devices, you need the following minimum requirements: at least 6 GB of RAM, a Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor or above, and that's about it. Those are the minimum requirements. But for Mali GPU Android devices, you need MediaTek Dimensity 7000 processor or above, along with that at least 8 GB of RAM. Then only your game will work inside Eden emulator. Now we'll start with the best settings. So go to settings, afterwards go to advanced settings. In system limit speed percentage, set it to 400%. Go back, go to graphics, VSync mode, set it to mailbox, resolution scaling, set it to 0.75x. After that, the GPU mode should be set to fast. Scroll down, DMA accuracy should be default. VRAM mode, make sure to set it to aggressive. ASTC decoding should be set to GPU for better performance. Enable force maximum clocks as well as disk shader cache. Sync memory operations should be kept off. Scroll down and enable asynchronous shader as well. Enable skips CPU inner invalidation. And that's about it guys in terms of extensions. Extended dynamic state, make sure to set it as disabled. Don't set it to 3 because setting it to 3 will provide more FPS, but your graphics will be completely messed up. So that's about it. Enable stretch to window, and yeah, those are going to be the best settings. If you just go ahead and scroll down, you can enable the performance overlay to see how much FPS are you getting. This is up to you depending on if you want to see how well your device is performing. Once that has been done, I think we have successfully finished setting up the best settings for the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator. You don't really need to change anything else. Go back now, go back once again, and we are all set to start playing Pokemon Sword on our mobile device. If you want, you can also import a save data for your Pokemon Sword by going into this section. You can open this section by holding on your game and importing your save data so that you can start your game directly. But let's just go ahead and click on our game. Let's see how well does it work on my Android device. We'll select the language, choose the character, enter your name, submit, and your game will successfully start with the beginning cutscene of Pokemon Sword. As you guys can see, it's running at 120 FPS. At the top left corner, you guys can see for yourself, and even in open world areas, you will definitely get more than 60 FPS. But let's skip this cutscene and I'll show that to you guys. So here we go, our game begins. At the top left corner, you can see once again the FPS which we are getting is really amazing. Like, this is the real Pokemon Sword which we are emulating on our Android device in 2026, and it has become so much easier. I have been covering this game since 2020, and trust me guys, 2026 is the year where you can finally play games like Pokemon Sword without any issue on any mobile device. So let's quickly get our bag and you can see the cutscene for yourself. It's so amazing. Now here comes the moment of truth. We have exited the house, and in the open world areas, any Nintendo Switch emulator except for the Skyline used to always give around 30 to 45 FPS even on flagship Android devices. We are getting stable 35 to 40 FPS, and that is to be expected on any device. Even if you go with a 6GB RAM Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor, you will still get similar performance. It is not the issue that you can't really get more than 30 FPS because Eden emulator sucks. It's just that 30 FPS is playable, and that's what you can expect even on low-end devices as well as Mali GPU Android devices. Now that the cutscene and shaders are compiled, you guys can see I am getting well over 50 FPS while emulating Pokemon Sword on my Android device inside the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator. So yeah guys, if you want to play this game in 2026, this is going to be the officially best method. So do let me know in the comment section down below what do you guys think about it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.